Hello, Jack Keeper here with Xingla Pro, and in this video we are going to go over the new features of Xingla Pro. This is version 2, and as you can see in this version it's got a fresh new look, new listing scheme for the categories and the carnivals. So let's go over some of the new features real quick, and then from here we will submit to Blog Carnival. As you can see, we have our lists, and then in the right hand box you have the corresponding categories that correspond to these, and then below is our current list, which is open, and this is a starter list. This is a list of 17 carnivals that I have added in related to internet business, and these 17 carnivals are included with Xingla Pro as a starter list to get you started. And of course in this list we can modify the list, plus we can add, delete, whatever we want to this list, or of course start our own custom list. So just for example, if I wanted to add a new carnival into this list, I could very easily do that and crank our number up to 18 if I wanted to. So for example, let's just add in another carnival here just to illustrate what I'm talking about. So I'm going to see what I have available here. Okay, let's go with the Friday edition of Blog to Earn. We already have Blog to Earn in, but I'm going to add that in, and as you can see it's been added to the bottom of the list. So Blog to Earn is now added, and to make that permanent we need to hit the save button, of course, and I'm going to just cancel that because I don't really want to save it. I'm going to delete it out. In fact, if I wanted to make the change permanent, you have to save it. So if you delete something by mistake, just don't save, and you'll be fine, and your list will come back exactly as it was the next time around. Okay, now to create a new list, we just pop into our Create a New List tab area, and what we're going to do is select from our Carnival area below. And so for example, if I was going to do a self-improvement list, then I would just scroll down here and find something related to self-improvement. And so let's just quickly build a custom list related to that. Now let's start with relaxation tips. That seems like a pretty decent one. I forgot to select a category, so I'm just going to jump back down here and just select a category real quick, and then I'm going to come up and I'm going to hit our change category button. This will allow me to change the category, and as you can see it's now been changed to relaxation rather than no category. So then to continue, we just continue on down the list. The list will pick up where we left off, and just find another category here. And Pilates, well, okay, we'll go ahead and add that in. That's loosely related, and you want to make sure that when you build a real list that all your categories are related. If you have a self-improvement list, make sure that your carnivals are all self-improvement, and so forth. And that applies to internet business, whatever the case. So I'm just going to add in maybe one more here, because we don't want to go through this entire list right now, because that's going to take up too much time for this video. So okay, we'll go ahead and add this in. And so you get the picture. So what you want to do is just keep adding to this list, and I would recommend going through this entire list here until you get to the bottom of adding every carnival related to your subject. So by the time you're finished you could have 20, 25, maybe 50 different carnivals. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and save this, and we're going to just call it self-improvement list. And I'm going to save that. And so now that list is available, and in fact we could even come back to that and edit it at a later time and add to it. So let's go ahead and jump back to our main area here, and we're going to submit to a blog carnival. And I have a blog post that is ready that I'm going to submit to my initial list of 17 carnivals. So here we have using tools of the trade. This is my latest blog post, and I'm just going to right click on this because I'm using Firefox, and I'm going to select copy link location, and that'll copy my permanent link so I can paste it in to my submitter. If you're not using Firefox, maybe you're using Internet Explorer and you don't know how to get your permanent link, another way you can do it is simply click on the permalink and then copy it out of the address bar. So let's go ahead and paste it into our permalink URL. And as you can see, the list starts at the top. So I'm going to paste this in, and then I'm going to click in the next field, and I'm going to wait for just a couple seconds here, and this will refresh automatically and some other fields will be repopulated. And as you can see now that it has refreshed and populated the extra fields, now I'm going to type in my name and my email. Okay, now as we scroll down, you'll see that we have our CAPTCHA area, and we only have to do this the first time we submit. If we go ahead and submit to another list, that won't be there again. So once we enter in our CAPTCHA, the next thing we have to do is very important. We want to resist the temptation of pressing enter, and we do not want to press the submit key. So instead we want to go up here and we want to click auto submit, and this will automatically submit our post to all the blog carnivals listed in the list. So let's click, and as you can see, it's auto submitting now, and it's running very quickly down through this list. So as we speak, we are submitting to all 17 carnivals in this list. And that's all there is to it. We have just submitted to 17 carnivals, and let's go ahead and check out our results. There's our thank you page. So that's kind of verifying that we did it. So let's go out to my admin email, and as you can see, there's nothing there yet because I haven't refreshed. So I'm just going to move over here to my inbox, and I'm going to click on that to refresh, and we should have, and there you go. Looks like we've already got a ton of receipts coming back from our list. So that looks like most of them already, and we'll probably have a couple more trickle in a few minutes. So that's it in a nutshell. That's as simple as it is to submit to blog carnivals. After seeing how quickly that was done, you can now imagine the immense power of Xingla Pro and what it can do for your business. So if you're a serious blogger and you want to get traffic out to your websites, you want to get backlinks built and a high search engine ranking, this is definitely the way to do it.